Welcome to Venture Startups Presents Startup Junction. With our first participant, Mr. Raghu from GVR Solar. Welcome to the show, Raghu.
I am Raghu, CEO of GVR Solar Power. I hail from Vijayawada. Any developed country goes on power. Basically now we have thermal power, hydel power and renewable power. Thermal power is fast drying up coal fields and it's also expensive. So Government of India as well as Government of Andhra Pradesh has placed a great emphasis on renewable power, especially solar power. So I thought of entering into developing solar power by purchasing these panels and system integration. I wanted to develop. We wanted to go in a mega scale, but mega scale players are different MNCs because of their cheaper credit and because of their volumes. They are able to reduce prices and they get into big contracts. For small MSME people, it is always little dicey because Indian domestic loans are at a higher cost of interest. Anyway, we have preferred rooftop establishment of solar power for that particular building in a captive manner. So this is the idea with which we are wanted to move in.
మీరు సిస్టమ్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ స్పేస్ లో
Yes, system integration place lo unnanu.
సో మీరు బేసికలీ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్ అయితే ఏమీ లేదు.
No, not manufacturing. We are power generation.
Who is your target customer?
As per NETCAP guidelines, government offices, schools and hospitals got some subsidies, 20%, 30% and all. But there are some other restrictions. But we are going into commercial buildings and especially these cold storage buildings.
Okay.
Because cold storage agricultural produce is it requires uninterrupted supply of power. So we wanted to go for, in Guntur and Prakasham districts, there are about 400 cold storage buildings are there. So for each building, we wanted to give a separate solar power by setting up a mini plant, say 100 kilowatt, 150 kilowatt like that, depending upon their electricity consumption.
So is this operational right now?
Yes, it's operational. We have started with Annadata cold storage in Prakasham district and Rait Mitra cold storage also in Prakasham district. And we wanted to go in a big way because chain of cold storages are coming up. Their electricity tariff is around 6 rupees 70 paise per unit now. We are providing at 6 rupees 20 paise.
మీరే ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసి కోల్డ్ స్టోరేజ్ మీద
Under RESCO model, we renewable energy supply company, we invest all the money, we generate power and sell to the end users.
why would they want to buy from you?
Because we give it a cheaper rate and at a fixed rate. For next 25 years, we will not change the tariff.
చాలా ఇన్సెంటివ్స్ అది ఇస్తోంది కదా, బోత్ ఫర్ సర్టిఫికేషన్, ట్రైనింగ్, స్కిల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ ఫర్ ఎండ్ యూస్. సో అవన్నీ మీరు ఎలా వాడుకుంటున్నారు?
Government incentive is basically for this development of structures and all. But the real end user, what he looks at is he should get a cheaper power compared to what government is supplying to him. So when they invest their money, it's a huge money. Say for 100 kilowatt, it costs anywhere 60 lakhs. So investing 60 lakhs and running a unit is not their business model. They got their own businesses. So we step into that place, we invest money and we generate power and collect it.
And what is the typical recovery cycle? I mean, whatever you invest.
Out of the power bills, we will pay to the bank installment.
Okay.
So the project is for 25 years.
Okay.
So the break even can be achieved by 7 or 8 years.
how do you get away with theft అండి?
We are keeping on the rooftop.
Correct,
So the
sir.
building remains, cold storage remains. On the top of it, we are fixing it. Of course, entire project is being properly insured. Suppose you have to produce certain units out of this project, that is also being insured.
Bank loans meedagane teeskuni, then you want to supply and then make profit. And if that's the case, bank interest rates also keep fluctuating. So is that
as on date, bank interest is about 10.5.
Okay.
This is the actually problem for the solar industry. Previously it was 13%. Now due to demonetization and all, it has got reduced, and government also offered 1.5 interest subsidy. So it has come to 10.5. But in the international market, it is much cheaper. It works out around 8.5 or something like that. So the big players are able to capture majority of the solar market.
సో మీ ఇంపెడిమెంట్ అంతా కూడా ఇస్ ఓన్లీ క్యాష్, ఎంత క్యాష్ ఉంటే మీరు అంత చేయగలరు.
Exactly.
సో మీరు ఈ ప్లాట్ఫామ్కి ఎందుకు వచ్చారు సార్?
To develop any debt or equity funding, if it all
Okay.
it's available, we can go in a bigger way.
ఓకే.
So how much are you looking for?
About 5 crores.
So how many players like you exist in the market who are system integrated?
Netcap has shortlisted only 11 people out in the entire Andhra Pradesh.
మీ పైప్ లైన్ అది ఎంత ఉంది ఇప్పుడు ప్రాస్పెక్టివ్ కస్టమర్స్, అండ్ వాట్ ఈస్ ఇట్ దట్ యు ఆర్ డూయింగ్ టు గ్రో దట్?
We have identified 7-8 people have come forward. So if sufficient funds are available there, we can immediately launch it, and each project will take 2 to 3 months.
Thank you.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you.
వెంచర్ స్టార్టప్స్ ప్రెజెంట్ స్టార్టప్ జంక్షన్లో ఇప్పుడు ఒక చిన్న బ్రేక్.